Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. It's been about a week now since I last posted a flight sim video. Obviously we've been doing the streams and stuff, which have been good. We've got another stream tonight, but today I wanted to show you one of the add-ons that I personally think is very good for replicating in some way or form what FS Passengers did for Flight Simulator X. A lot of people really wanted FS Passengers for P3D and something similar for X-Plane, which there was no company that actually could do that at the time, and even FS Passengers was meant to be ported across to P3D, but I don't know what happened, it just didn't happen. So, we were stuck with nothing pretty much. We had like FS Economy, we had like Air Hauler and stuff like that, which not many people wanted, they didn't like. It was more actually running a business rather than having the cool effects of passengers and stuff, and seeing how happy they are aboard your flight and the satisfaction levels. But that has all stopped now since TFDI have brought out a add-on called PACX, which I believe is Passenger Extreme X or something like that. So I've got it. I've had it for a little while. I've been playing around with it, and I wanted to show you guys it. Not in its full capacity, but I want to show you it on the ground, kind of how the software works, and honestly why I think it's something you should definitely buy. So let me just get it loaded up quickly. So here we go. Here is the Passenger Extreme add-on just here, and it's quite intuitive in the fact that it's pretty much just drag and drop. You install it. It works for X-Plane 11 as well, which is also beneficial. But what we can do, we've got the voice interaction, you've got the menu, so you've got start flight, manage careers, view your records, view awards, you've got your settings and stuff like that. So obviously you can do your key bindings, so you can press a key if you want it to pop up, or you can get an auto hide delay, or you can run the first time setup on the next launch. So if you've just installed like X-Plane 11 or something, or just installed P3D, then you can run that setup pretty easily once again. Obviously, you've got the audio output devices and stuff like that. You can enable incidents, which basically means you can have like heart attacks. Well, passengers that have heart attacks on board, like issues like that, and you have to divert and land and emergencies. So pretty cool on that sort of level. You can display the messages inside the simulator, playback voice for public addresses, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, and you can also apply the filter effect to custom audio files, which is pretty cool. You can change the boarding time, so if you do realistic, then it will probably make your boarding process for an A380 like an hour long. You get the seatbelt sign assistance, you can put that on full, you can do none, partial, and it will just go by what the aircraft basically says. So, and then you have the vocal auto accept time, which is pretty cool, and I'll show you why in a minute. So let's apply all of that, and let's say we want to go and start a flight. So we're going to start a flight, and you can do this in career mode, or you can just do it as a normal flight. So I'm going to just do it as a normal flight. So let's say we are at EGLF, which is Farnborough, and we want to be flying to EGKK, which is Gatwick. Time until takeoff, 20 minutes, with a flight time of 30 minutes, cruise altitude of 5,000, and our flight number will be 9654. Let me just hit next. The aircraft that I'm currently in, which is basically some little prop aircraft, isn't on here. This is mainly used for like passenger aircraft. So let's just say we're on a Fokker 50. We can say the aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi. You can also click the play the boarding music, which is kind of annoying, so I'm not going to bother doing that. But you can do your own custom boarding music if you want. So if you really wanted to put a bit of drum and bass or dubstep on, by all means you can do that, and the passengers can join you on that journey, boarding the plane, listening to some drum and bass. You can also do custom safety demonstrations as well, if you do have the file or audio recording of, let's say, a Ryanair custom safety demonstration, which there probably isn't much of in that sort of airline. But anyway, let's obviously you can adjust the passenger count as well. So 25 all the way, and it knows by aircraft what the sort of configuration is. So let's just say 22. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that as well. And we want to go start. So there you go. Our flight is now started. So we can go in there and you can see that we're boarding. And we've got an expected departure in 20 minutes, and obviously it counts down. But you've also got passenger satisfaction, very satisfied right now. And we can click there to have a look at the passengers we have aboard. So Dolores Richardson is a female. She's 51 years old. She's happy. She's flying on a business trip. She's hungry. She's sober, so she's not drunk. And she's currently not on the aircraft, and she's not tired either. So you can get the information, and that will change throughout the flight as it goes through its different stages. You can also do, let's say, let's do a boarding status check.
We're still deplaning.
So about halfway boarded, about 1 minute left. And you can also use this, which is probably one of my favourite things, is a voice interaction. So let's do a test. Welcome aboard a JAJ 9654. I've just been interrupted by the passenger, not the passenger, the cabin crew. So I'm sure this will probably play just after they're finished.
Items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in a front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin.
And then that will allow you to modify it if you want to, or you can accept it. So obviously the cabin crew is going to finish their announcement, which you can hear, and then it's probably going to go to me, which you'll then be able to hear me doing my different things, or speaking, and it'll apply a filter to make it sound more like a pilot as such. So while we're doing that, we can have a look through the rest of the interaction panels, we'll say.
Please make sure you are willing and able to perform
so you can
actions
see boarding
required.
complete, ready for
If you are not
pushback.
able or prefer not to perform these actions,
So
please
we
let
can
a
also
flight
say we're ahead of
attendant
schedule
know so you can be reseated.
by very slightly,
Time to get
10
out
minutes.
any last-minute text messages
There we go.
if you need to,
And
but
then
we
you
ask
click on
that
there,
once
and
you
that's
depart
fast forwarded by
put
10
away
minutes
any
because we're ahead of
laptop or
schedule. And you can do this throughout the
tablet.
flight as well,
Welcome aboard.
which is very beneficial.
Welcome aboard JAJ
there is me.
9654. I've just been interrupted by the passenger, not the passenger, the cabin crew. So I'm sure this will probably play just after they're finished.
But there you have it. That is pretty much what you can do, and it will play back through your headphones so you can hear it. So if you're streaming or doing whatever, you can hear it back for your audience to see, which is what I do, or will be doing more frequently now. And then obviously we keep getting interrupted by the cabin crew. But it's one of the things which is nice to kind of have within the flight to add that realism to it. And what the cabin crew actually do, they react as well to what your flight is based on. So it'll, it might say Speedbird 9654. As long as they have that information in the system, it'll allow you to do that. So if you're a BA 9654, more than likely it will go Speedbird 9654 or British Airways or something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things to the program, and I think there's so many things that you can do with it to kind of make it more realistic. It obviously goes with the, uses the flight time that you put in, the time until takeoff, and it adjusts automatically in flight. And it works hand in hand with quite a few of the different aircraft, like the Quality Wings 787, the Aerosoft Airbus A320 and A319, and so on. But let's say we've got a delay. We can delay it, and we'll just say we've got a passenger incident, and the length is a very long 90 minutes. Which has now meant that obviously the satisfaction levels have gone down. The expected departure is in 1 hour and 36 minutes now. So unfortunately they're not going to be very pleased with that. Not very hungry. They're content. Their satisfaction levels have gone down. Let's see if we can... we're going to do a return to gate. And we're going to say we're returning to gate because of a passenger issue. And there you go. Expected arrival, NA, passenger satisfaction, satisfied, diversion status, returning to gate, passenger issue. And then obviously you can see that they're alright, shall we say. And then you can adjust obviously when you're kind of going through it and kind of do all the different things you want to. So we can have a look at the deboarding status check. And now they're deboarding the rest of the passengers because we've left the gate. But yeah, there's so many different things you can do with this, and obviously while you're in flight, it works really, really well as well. And I think it's just one of them things which is beneficial to just have in the sim as something to kind of go by. But let's come out of that, and what we can do, we can end the flight there. Yes, we want to end the flight. And then you get a little flight report, and this goes on to the cloud. You can actually look at this in the cloud and kind of look at all your different status things. So you can see the landing rates, you get your actual time, planned arrival, etc. And then you get all the notable events, cancellation due to passenger issue, and there you go, you get the comments. I wish they would have given us more food. I can't believe they cancelled our flight. That was a quick flight, even though it was none. And then you get all the different passengers there, so we can discard that because we don't want to keep that information. But you can also go manage career, so you can see there, JJ Airlines, second officer, So I can look in that. I can modify it. You know, ticket prices. You can do service quality, reputation. You could say economy or business. Hardcore mode is where things, I'm pretty sure, get, as you would say, more realistic. So yeah, it's one of them things which I'm pretty sure you have to have enable instance on for you to be able to do, and you can modify it by doing that as well. So you can set up your own airline and kind of work through it. So I'm technically still a second officer, so we can come out that. We can go to view records. These are all the different flights. So I've done a total of 14 hours and 24 minutes. Average satisfaction, that's really, really poor, isn't it? 60.8% out of 5 flights. Let's have a look at this one. So we can view that. Extreme flying conditions. Landing rate was 252. Not too bad, but the passengers are very unsatisfied. It was a long flight. I've never heard of a plane like this flying like that. So yeah. Obviously the passengers weren't greatly pleased with that flight, but never mind. It's one of them things. So if we back out there, you can go view awards, and you get all the different awards for hitting certain things. So you know, hit a monthly hour goal. So I haven't done that because I've barely used it this month. But you know, you can get all the things done here. There you go. Early supporter of PaxX, because I bought it before it even come out, pretty much. So yeah, it's one of the things that I've enjoyed using. I've managed to get it working again, which is good. It wasn't working for a little while because I had some audio issues with my system, but I would definitely say this is, if not as good or better than FS Passengers. You don't hear the passengers, which is annoying. I would love to be able to hear passengers screaming when you're going through issues, like really bad turbulence, but that unfortunately does not happen. But the rest of it is really good, and it just adds to the realism of the flight simulator. So hopefully if you guys have enjoyed this video, then you might go and pick this add-on up. I think it's about $29, so probably about £20 in the UK. It's a really, really good add-on, in my personal opinion. I hope you guys would find it useful too. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video and have found it useful, please leave a like. I will do a more in-detailed video of this at a later point, and you can check it out in some of my live streams as well. If you want to have a chat with me about it, then by all means join my Discord server. The link is in the description. But without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and turn on that little bell, which basically gives you notifications when I go live. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.